so much. You know, there are very few people I could appreciate being introduced by than I would Dr. Pete Gregory. He doesn't admit it too often, but Pete taught me here when I was a student. I knew what an outstanding teacher he was then. I learned the importance of outstanding college teaching from my college days right here at Northwestern. And so that's the reason I won't ever let him retire. He and I have talked about it. I think he's planning on headed toward 60, and I think he feels that would be a real nice accomplishment in his professional life. I'm really privileged to be here with you today. I'm so glad to see we've got such a good turnout. I tell you, I wouldn't have covered all the bases if, in addition to introducing Brenda, whom you know I dearly love, there's another person here with her whom I dearly love, and that's her mother from over in Mississippi, Miss Louise Williams. Louise, I want them to be sure that they get to meet you. Can you stand, be recognized? Well, I'll tell you, excitement is everywhere in Natchitoches and at Northwestern. We know on the one hand that we face some difficulties in the area of finances for the university, but we also realize that there can be opportunities within the midst of those. You may have heard or read about books by Jim Collins, who wrote Good to Great, Built to Last. And in those books, he shared a number of things that are common to the top corporations, the top global corporations in the world, the upper 0.7%. And one of those is this: having an unwavering faith in times of extreme difficulty. Although we know at this stage of the game for the existing fiscal year that we have experienced budget cuts to kick it off, possibly we will have additional budget cuts at mid-year, maybe in the last quarter of the year, which is what has happened the last 3 years. So we have to be prepared for that. But at this point, the good news in this particular fiscal year is that we have offset the initial budget cuts by having either deleted positions, by having frozen positions, or by transferring positions to other sources of funding within the university structure. And I know that you, as well as most of us, and as a collective body, might be suffering through these difficult times and these times of uncertainty. I feel that regardless of what we face, that we can most effectively discharge our responsibilities to this community, to our other communities outside of Natchitoches that we serve, to our university as a whole, to our students. The best way we can do that is simply to focus as intently as possible on just what Brad Laird alluded to earlier, and that is focusing on the centrality of our mission as a university, to be a responsive, student-centered institution. When our board honored me some years back by allowing me to become president of Northwestern and to serve alongside you and other people who have been on the faculty and staff here previously, and those who are new to us as well as those who've been continuing, I said at that time, and I continued to stress this, that throughout my tenure we would continually strive to improve upon every single facet of this university's operations. Now, that was not a statement about me. Interestingly, that was a statement about you. And think about what you and other colleagues have done over those years. You did not have adequate resources. In fact, we had far fewer resources than we have today. But you overachieved. You accomplished great things. We actually became the very first university in the state of Louisiana to obtain national accreditation for 100% of our eligible degree programs. And we did that being the absolutely lowest funded university in the entire state of Louisiana. That's what you did. That's the kind of thing you are always capable of doing, because you're part of the can-do Northwestern family. I want you to know how much I appreciate that kind of attitude and how much it sets us apart from other institutions and organizations. As many of you know, I travel this state, I travel East Texas, and I talk to myriad groups of people. I talk to prospective students and their parents. I talk to school counselors and principals, school teachers, our alumni, our friends of Northwestern who are out there. And I talk to and listen to people who have absolutely no connection whatsoever with this fine university. And you know what I find? I find there is an air of expectation and excitement out there about Northwestern and about what you do here. And you know what I tell them? My message is brief, succinct. What I tell them is this: Northwestern is special and unique in the finest sort of way. And it is that way because we have such an outstanding educational degree program. We have an outstanding system of educational support services. And we have the hearts and minds of the best people in the world serving our students. That's what makes this university unique, special, beyond all bounds. Brenda and I are so very grateful for you, for your service, for your caring nature toward our students. I wish for each of you a most fulfilling and productive fall semester as we strive toward greatness for our university. In fact, I appreciate you so very much. I tell you, I want to capture you because I am going to tweet and do a few other things to tell people how wonderful you are. Thank you. Appreciate you.